Welcome back to the Stutler Bowl as we get set to come out of halftime here and roll into it. Let's give you some quick stats. Cherokee Trail, only 31 yards. Total offense that we have for you. Lottie with 8 carries, 21 yards. Natkis through the air, 3 for 6 for 14 yards. He was sacked once. On the other side of things for Cherry Creek, only 177 yards on the ground. It's been very efficient. Of course, they had a short field one time after the turnover. But Joe Kaplis, 4 for 12, 67 yards through the air. He threw 1 touchdown, sacked once for 8 yards. Has hit Joseph Parker 4 times for the 54 yards and the touchdown. So he's actually 5 for 12. But Milo Hall, 16 carries, 97 yards and a touchdown. And again, he shared time with DJ Luke, and Luke 7 carries, 21 yards. And here we sit, 17-0, coming out of halftime and into the third quarter here.
I'd say nothing really too flashy or exciting, considering all the athletes that we're seeing out on the football field. Just methodical and efficient in Cherry Creek, being very comfortable of going about their business. Cherokee Trail, I think, just 1 first down in that second half.
Yeah, that I can think of here. They're going to go off to the left side, and on the carry, they're going to go with a different running back here. That is our Sean Wilbon. So Wilbon with the carry.
Maybe spelling Lottie, who we'll have to see, likely will remain on defense.
So his first carry here tonight will run of 5 yards. First down and 5. Good start anyway. Play action and bounce to Lottie, who they'd set up out in the slot that time to try to get him the ball. Actually set him out here to the right side, and they did. They put him in the slot. But Natkis, that is, bounced it to him. He's just trying to get rid of it too quick.
Little switch up and diagramming personnel and formations where Isaiah Lottie, or at least in those first couple of plays, spreading out to more of an outside position. Same case, he's on the left side of your screen there, 25, a spread slot. Just kind of a new variation on a way to get the ball to 2-5.
Third down and 5. They're going to go up here to the near side, in and out of the hands of Lottie. Well, he was right there. Good coverage that time for Cherry Creek, and that was Austin Cooper. Just waved the hands enough. I don't think he caught the ball that time, but it was enough to distract Lottie.
Yeah, he was in great position. I think he misread the football as it came towards this near sideline here. But a great play in terms of positioning and technique for Austin Cooper. Yeah. Only two turnovers in this game, 1 for each. Austin Cooper has the lone fumble recovery for Cherry Creek.
But guess what? A 3 and out here as the punt for Cherokee Trail, and they're going to back everybody away from it again. A little short. Parker that time everybody heard, and it bounced down to the 32-yard line. By the way, the stats we gave you there in that from the first half, that goes a long way in determining who might be our next level student athlete. And again, that's the game plan and a roadmap for your future success. And we have to figure that out here.
Yeah, Arlene would be running back. Maybe an offensive lineman for blasting open those gaps for Milo Hall.
Yeah. Yeah, he's had some big ones, that's for sure. Here we go. Direct snap out of the Wildcat here as Hall will take it himself. Turn uphill, or turn downhill, I should say, and take it to nearly the 40-yard line. There's a flag down.
Yeah, 2 things that are bad when you look over is, one, the flag falling, and then one of those D linemen who've worked so hard in this ball game, Nico Sangster, coming off on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Looks like he's holding his wrist. And we've seen that. So right now, first couple minutes in this third quarter have kind of followed suit with what we've seen this entire game. A very quick possession for CT's offense.
Yeah.
Forced to turn over on a punt. Shout to Ryan Sullivan, the punter, able to get off some lengthy punts. And then Cherry Creek making a nice play, running the football with Milo Hall, splashing a flag here or there, and that's happened also throughout this game.
By the way, Hall over 100 yards now, 105 yards, and he's still going as he falls forward to about the 47-yard line. Jeremiah Hodges got him down around the legs there, but another run of about 8.
You have to give credit to the guys like James Parker, Bryce Blair, Griffin Naiman. They are creating those opportunities for Milo Hall to get to the second level and then do work.
Second down and 2. Boy, you can do a lot of things on second down and 2. They'll put Hall in motion here to the near side. Puts twins either side. 4 in the pattern. Handoff to the big fullback, and he's not going anywhere. Guess who? Hodges again. Got the big bear paws up around him and pulls him back short of the first down. Been tough going for Luke. When DJ Luke is back there, he doesn't have a lot of room.
And we've seen a lot of that, too, through the 2 quarters. CT has stuffed the Creek running game. At least a handful of times.
Carter's here on the bottom part of the screen. Doesn't matter. They're going to go right back up the middle there on 3rd and short. And it will be a first down. Capless just go ahead and take it himself up to about the 44-yard line.
The Bruins are kind of a break it down, grind kind of way of executing out there. They get their 3-4 yards. Milo Hall busts one for 12. Get stopped twice. Milo Hall busts one for another 10. 3-4, so on.
Yeah.
Passing game, they've shown us glimpses, but they're not connecting in the passing game. It's been all the run game, just grinding it out.
1st and 10 from the CT 44-yard line. Capless play action now. Look out, pockets collapsing on him. Escapes. Roll to that right side. We'll throw it over the top of everybody and out of bounds. Wisely just gets rid of it. It was in the area of a Creek receiver, essentially, but I'm not going to say he sailed that one. I think he was just trying to get rid of it. Anthony Martinez, the tight end, was near there. He's pretty tall, but he wasn't going to get that one.
Can already see as we progress through the rest of the season, Michael Thielen is a disruptive force as a blitzing linebacker. See him taking a call from his defensive staff right in the middle of the D in white for Cherokee Trail. He was the one pressuring the quarterback.
2nd down and 10 now. Eye set behind Capless, and they get it to Hall. A stretch play as he tries to bounce to the outside. Now he's going to put the foot in the ground, lowers the head, spins to about the 35-yard line. Zambrano with the arms around him.
Defender felt that one. You can see him on your screen. That blow delivered by the tailback, Milo Hall.
10 yards. Boy, escapability would be an understatement for him, because he looked like he was stopped cold after he bounced it to the got to the outside of the stretch play there, but then he turned it up field, and it was impressive. Yeah, it looks like a couple of CT defenders actually kind of got their bell rung a little bit, but one, again, still down on the ground here.
Update you on a score for a big one in 5A and within the Centennial League. Overland picked up a touchdown in the 3rd quarter, so in the 3rd, the Eagles lead the Trailblazers 14-10 right now. Overland 4-0, another one of those top 10 teams within the Centennial League. Legacy up 21-3. Round of applause.
Yep, as A.J. Johnson gets helped off the field by the trainers here.
What a switch up in seasons for Mountain Range. Last year, conference champions. This year, on their way to being dropped 0-5. Legacy.
Yeah.
Up 21-3. That looks like it's at halftime. Check out some of the other big scores. Still 7-7 at the half. Grandview Eagle Crest. We'll definitely want to keep an eye on that one. Rocky Mountain on its way to going 5-0, up 24-6 over Horizon.
How about that? We saw Horizon earlier here on Stream at Sports. They went up against Chatfield week 1. Horizon, Frank Waimara's club, came back from a 19-point deficit to shock the Chargers.
Well, talking to Mark Brook in the summertime, you got the sense he's got some players, and at the preps level, you need to have some veteran seasoning, and he had that too. Well, they're showing it, speaking of the Lobos from Rocky. By the way, in the 3rd, Pomona up on Arvada West 27-3.
Wow.
Pomona's lone loss to top-ranked Valor by just 1 point. Pomona has a victory over this team you're watching on the right-hand side of your screen, Cherry Creek.
Joe Kaplis, the quarterback sneak, a half yard. That's all they needed. And a timeout coming here. Dave Logan walking across the field. He seems a little upset about something here. He was waiting for a measurement, and they didn't get it, so the play didn't come in. I know that's what's going on there, because he's talking to the Whitecap going with the hands out. I'm 99% sure here. Oh, and Monty Thielen said the magic word.
Not a fan. I'm not a fan of flags being thrown at the coaches. Come on, we're talking about a football game here.
Yeah.
Unless it's something extremely personal.
Give us a chance to talk about 6-0 Strength, building better athletes with the will to be great. They prepare athletes to the next level, both physically and mentally. You can visit their website. That's 60strength.com. Third quarter, 8:19 to go here, and 17-0 lead for Cherry Creek. Defense forcing a 3 and out, and the Bruins offense doing just fine. Got themselves another first down. They're at the Cherokee Trail 34-yard line with a new set of downs.
Mirroring the first quarter, where, unless you've been paying attention really intently, you're wondering if this is an unfair football game. So Cherokee Trail doesn't get to play offense? Is that the deal? No, they did. 3 plays, very fast.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against, we saw the coach get the flag, so 15 yards. And it will be first down and 10 from the Cherokee Trail 19-yard line now. Milo Hall in the backfield now. The Wildcat set as he runs to the right side. They're setting up the reverse. And look out, Parker on his way, but a block in the back is going to bring this one back.
Everyone in this building saw that and reacted.
Oh, Joe'd like to go and hide right now. Couldn't hold the block, and then when his guy got away from him, he gave him a shove in the back. Well-designed play. He only had one guy to beat.
Yeah, Martha was in charge of changing the taps on the soda machine. Loud react.
Everybody in the room. Oh!
Yeah, we all saw that. So did you watching it on your monitor. Really a tough position for that wide receiver to be in. He's got to lay off. There's no excuses.
Oh, no, that wasn't a wide receiver.
Was it the quarterback?
That was Joe Kaplis.
Well, he didn't know how to block anyway.
Oh, now, come on. Hard to lay off there. You're trying to help your guy.
It's a tough one. You see that
this gave him a good old shove right in the back there.
He's got the angle. That's a tough one to be in, but an easy call.
It's first down and 20 now. Play action, and they're going to go to the right side. Got a man wide open over there. The catch upended at about the 15-yard line there. That's Jalen Jones, the senior, over on the far side. He'd been targeted a couple of times. Kaplis wasn't able to get to him. That time, the completion up to the 16-yard line.
And nice response on the part of Joe Kaplis, the junior quarterback. Look, that's on me, guys. I'm sorry. Watch me deliver this to the numbers.
Yeah. 13 yards on the catch and run there.
That may have been his best pass of the game.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Brings up second down and 6 here, essentially, or a long 6 at that, from the 16-yard line. Kaplis, play action. He'll roll right. Still rolling, looking for somebody. He'll get caught from behind. Michael Thielen got to him and sacks him. Second sack of the night for the CT defense.
That's an angry linebacker.
Talk about running downhill. That's what he was doing, catching the quarterback.
That was Rocky chasing the rooster. I'm going to get you. You just keep running.
Loss of 4 there. And it brings up second down, actually third down, and about 11 here. Ball right at the 20-yard line. CT defense starting to stiffen up. Back to pass. Kaplis steps up the pocket over the top of everybody. Looking for the big tight end that time in Martinez, who was pretty well covered.
Yeah, Quincy Voss doing a nice job. What we saw in the first half were those routes wide open. Just couldn't make the connection.
Yeah,
Seems
that
like
one
CT's picking them up.
not so much wide open
No.
that time, yeah.
So credit the play of the DB, Quincy Voss.
Lyon on for a 37-yard field goal attempt here from the right side hash mark. Connecting on a 48-yarder in the first quarter. Snaps a little low, kicks away. Good.
Wait.
Flag down. If that's roughing the kicker,
Yes.
they're going to take the points off the board. They'll go ahead and put the offense back out there. It is indeed roughing the kicker. Wow.
At the foot. The follow through. Foot went into the belly to the defender making the dive. Will they pull the points off the board?
Nope, going to take the
Right.
points.
I think all things considered, 3's pretty good in a football game like this.
So a 37-yard field goal. And for Henry Lyon, his second field goal of the game.
He has to be put on the watch list
Yeah, he does.
for our next level
Yeah.
player of the game.
Yeah, he certainly does.
Especially considering the style of play you're witnessing from Cherry Creek under Coach Dave Logan. Grinded out team, we're going to run the football. Absolutely fine, winning competitive football games 17-10. They'll be okay with that.
Yeah. Well, the defense has been very good here. They haven't had to be out on the field very often.
You want some scores from round 4A.
Get it to me.
Wheat Ridge on a comeback. They were down to Green Mountain. Wheat Ridge victors 29-20. They're now 3-2. Dakota Ridge exploding on Stanley Lake 52-20. That's in the third. Big one wanted to watch down in the Springs. Pine Creek top ranked. They are just formidable.
Yeah.
Up 21-0 over undefeated Vista Ridge, 21-0 at the half. And then the Bell game.
And
Nope, I don't have the Bell game score. It's Pueblo East, Pueblo West tied up 21-21 in the fourth. I will check for that Bell game.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a real good game.
Yeah.
Coach,
You and I've seen a few of those at Dutch Clark.
see if we can get a Bell game score
Wow.
as our staff is scrolling up and down.
Under 7 to go here. We're in the third quarter, 20-0. Cherry Creek with the lead. The Bruins up on Cherokee Trail, and the Cougars will have the football here. Got to think about going a little bit to the passing game here. Read option, and they will indeed. And he short-armed it. Lottie, the intended receiver there, as they set up the screen to the left side, essentially. Lottie's not in the backfield. That's not who they're running back there. They've got Wilbon in the backfield now.
Quick work on the part of Phil Mildren, Alex Wines. Centennial up on Central, 21-20 down at Dutch Clark. End of the third in the Bell game. And you and I have done those games, so that place is nutso right now.
Oh, man, oh, man. 10,000 strong. I know that one of the schools, man, I'm not going to pick which one because I'll upset them, but they sold their 5,000 tickets immediately. Up over the top, caught! Jason Thompson. A perfectly delivered pass that time. Mike Marine has to end up catching him by the shoestrings there. Biggest play of the game for Cherokee Trail.
Made that completion in the second quarter, if you recall. This time, a little more yardage out of the deal.
Yeah, made the completion to 17 in that first.
Build on the success. That's the plan here with the offensive CT.
Read option. Going to go back to the big man. And that is Wilbon. Oh, no. I think they switched up there. Is that Zambrano? Is that 8 or 6 at the running back spot? Wilbon had been carrying it, but I thought that looked like a number 8 out there.
It's tough when he's got his jersey rolled up a little bit.
That looks like Zambrano. Wow, putting everybody in there. Play action, off the back foot, picked off.
That's all about pressure.
Yep, linebacker just sitting back there waiting for it. Zach Grotto picks it off.
The pressure
That
by
gets
the junior Evan Michaels.
Yeah, he back on his back heels.
Mm-hmm.
Second turnover for CT.
Grotto, one of those lacrosse players for the Cherokee Creek football team, knows how to work in the open space, read it well. Easy to the gut, a pick for the Bruins.
Stretch play, and Duke's got a little bit of room. Running downhill for a first down. Robert Wells took the brunt of that one. He'll get credit for the tackle, though.
Third turnover of the game. Second collected by Cherokee Creek. And Austin Cooper fumble recovery. Most recently, that Zach Grotto interception. Cherokee Trail got one first down in that series.
Yeah.
So unofficially, 2 for the game.
By the way, for Luke, that's his biggest run of the game, 10 yards. He's had to pick up the down and dirty yardage. Run to about the 41 that time for Luke.
Get the feeling.
Sorry, Marty, a 39-yard line, I should say.
You get the feeling DJ Luke is going to be at the next level and pull off some runs, and people are going to go, what's that about? Well, they had another runner.
Yeah.
At the preps level. So he's primary blocker.
10 carries, 36 yards. That's the tough yardage. You got a 10-yard one there on his 9th carry and a 4-yard run right there. 2nd and 6 coming up. And yeah, he's had some tough runs. There he is in the backfield again.
And 3.5 is good, and the variance from Milo Hall also works.
Capless hit as he throws. That's going over the top of everybody. Parker, the intended receiver, as Robert Wells was on the coverage.
Keelan Thompson blitzing in, get in the face of the quarterback to force that to go way over the top and out of bounds on that far side.
Looking to take some shots down the field still. They're grinding the clock a little bit, but again, they saw something in that first half. Weren't able to connect on a couple of long passes. And I'll tell you what, the coverage is tightened up by CT. You mentioned it as too. The secondary is playing much better here in the second half.
They figured it out.
Yeah. From the 39, 3rd down and 6. Capless looking to pass again. Ready to go up top. Did he put enough air under it? Nope. Over the top of everybody. Parker with the CB, the cornerback, Quincy Boss, running about a stride behind him. But again, decent enough coverage there. They split the safeties.
Valor just scored over in Highlands Ranch, up 28-10 over Overland as we track that one.
That's a good ball game there, though. They're not blowing people away.
Grandview Eagle Crest, 14-13 Wolves over the Raptors. Mike Schmidt's squad missed a PAT.
Oh, off the side of the foot there to the right side. That hits the track over on the right side.
Mountain Vista, another squad. Coach Cash has got his Golden Eagles at 4-0. Even up with Thunder Ridge right now. That's a battle in Highlands Ranch at Shea. Even up 14-14, that's in the 3rd. And keeping an eye on Columbine Mullen. 35-14 Rebels up in the 4th.
Cherokee Trail will take the ball over here. 1st down and 10 from their own 30-yard line.
Well, good stop for the CT defense. You got to give credit to those guys. They've been out there forever.
Yeah. I'll hand it off. Driven backwards. I'm still trying to pick the number out. I should have looked. No, that's...
it's 6. Arshawn Wilbon. As far as carrying the football?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's what I thought it was. For a second, I thought it was 8. I was like,
well, you're a former Big 8 guy. Arshawn likes that old Big 8 half shirt kind of thing.
Ah, very nice. Well done.
Thinking Billy Sims, Rozier.
Oh, good call. Good calls there. Well, what's all the Husker talk going on up here? Let's throw a lot of people off here. 2nd down and 10. Look at a pass. Hit as he throws it. Got a man. Bounces at the feet of Lottie, though.
Lottie had him beat, too. But credit the pressure of the Bruins. They got in the face of the quarterback. couldn't follow through at all. Lottie beat not one but two men.
Yeah.
He split those two defenders, and that's why Lottie making that adjustment. Speaking of the CT staff and head coach Monty Thielen, Derek Schreiner, the offensive coordinator, putting 25 now to the edges as a receiver. Well, that seemed to work out in terms of him getting space. Problem, had to block the guys in red.
Yeah. Give your quarterback just another half second. Could have delivered that one on the money. 3rd and 10 now. Atkins hit as he throws another interception off the deflection down to the 20-yard line. Cherry Creek will have it. And on the pick, that's Evan Michaels.
Evan Michaels, I want you to immediately run over to Desmond Marfizio. Find number 13 because he's the one that separated QB from football and allowed Evan Michaels to get that interception. 3rd turnover of the game created by Cherry Creek. Again, Desmond Marfizio, we've called him out a few times.
Yep.
Put him on the watch list for the next level athlete of the game.
Second short field that Cherry Creek has had here tonight. They had one in the first quarter after that first turnover. Direct snap to Hall, and everybody met at the Wildcat quarterback that time. Now we can call out Josh Zambrano. He came in like a shot from the left side. Loss of a yard. .321 to go. By the way, get your school's games live stream, whether it's basketball, hockey, rugby, or any other sport. Email phil@streamitsports.com for details.
Get your scores on Twitter. Go ahead and pimp out. Wait for this run from Luke.
Luke got around the outside edge. He's thrown down over there, right about the 15-yard line. He's going to give him to the 16.
Sore thumbs, Phil Mildren, our executive producer, working the Twitter @StreamItSports, all common spelling. Follow your play-by-play man, Cory Lopez, @Lopes News Sports.
Very nice, Lopes News Sports.
And then go ahead and try to spell out my name.
I can't do it. I still can't do it. I've known you for years.
Marty Cesario, one of those names. It sounds worse than it looks.
Well, the gain of 5 negated because of, I believe, a hold. I was looking away there, but judging by where they have moved the ball back to the 29-yard line.
Dave Logan wanted to make sure he run the ball effectively and have the advantage in turnovers. Getting both of those done, accomplished.
Kaplis going to put this one in the air, fires it out there. Caught on the far side. That's Jalen Jones with his second catch right near the original line of scrimmage. Well, cuts the 3rd down play in half coming up here. Gain of 11 yards. Well, a 3rd and 8 now. We've got to get it down to the 10-yard line for a first down. And again, just milking the clock. Give it off, end around to Parker. A little counter play that time, sniffed out nicely. Anthony Holmes, one of the first guys to get to him.
The finisher, Robert Wells. That was a shoulder stick.
Loss of 3.
Trying to make sure that I show respect to those CT defenders because they have been out there forever, still fighting, forcing the squad into a field goal attempt, not yielding 6 points.
Henry Lyon, 38-yard attempt. Made 2 already. Longest of 48. Oh, guess what? It's going to be a little bit closer. They got the defense to jump.
It's trying for a 3 field goal game. We don't see that very often at the preps level.
I'll tell you what, the next level student athlete just might be a kicker this time around potentially. He's one of those guys. I mean, hey, high school you kick a 48-yarder.
Right.
He's tacked on another one. We'll see.
He's got 48, 37.
Oh. May not like the way the holder threw that hand up there.
See if Coach Logan gets in the screen. He'd be right-hand corner here.
Yeah, he didn't like that call. I'm saying somebody made the defense come across. He still wants an explanation from the side judge there. Well, 4th and 16, and we'll just walk it back 5 more yards, and Henry Lyon will try the field goal again. This will be a 42-yard attempt now. Told you, he hit a 48-yarder back in the first quarter to start the scoring off here. Good snap. Kick is up. Driving it. It's good. 42 yards. He's money. 23-0 now. Henry Lyon with 3 field goals. He's accounted for 9 of those 23. The other 2 touchdowns, of course, Parker with a catch from 9 yards and Milo Hall with a touchdown run.
3 field goals put you on the watch list for sure.
Well, that's 12 points that he scored altogether because he's got to kick the point after attempts too.
There you go.
Point after tries.
Okay.
So he's got 12. Parker's got 6. Hall's got 6. So I was saying.
He's got 53% of the point production for his team.
Wow, that'll quick
put him on the
math.
watch list.
Well done. That a Midwest thing from Chicago?
From Chicago.
You guys good with math? That Catholic schooling?
No, it's more because I end up at an elementary school every day.
That's a good point.
Uh-huh.
Better be a little smarter.
You know how
Right.
PTA likes volunteers.
I'm getting there. I know what you mean.
And when you're a daddy, you're kind of outnumbered.
we're not quite to that in pre-K, but we're getting there. So, yikes. Good to know. Minute 25 to go here in the third quarter, and Cherokee Trail will start with their own 20-yard line as it goes into the end zone. The next level student athletes game plan, helping Colorado high school athletes advance to the next level, strengthening academics, athletics, and social, as well as financial responsibility. Visit nextlevelsa.com to get your game plan started.
Still no Lottie in the backfield. He's that far slot.
Well, if you're going to go to you got to get your athlete involved in there somehow. Lottie, not a lot of yardage on the ground, as we mentioned. We put it to Wilbon. Lottie, 8 carries, 21 yards in the first half. So figure out a way to get him the ball. They haven't been able to because of the pressure, though, put on by the Cherry Creek defense.
You got to get it to Lottie, and you got to get it to number 2, Jason Thompson. I think 2 catches for Jason Thompson.
Yes, 2 catches. That's right.
Have to credit that front 4 of Cherry Creek just disallowing the quarterback the time to let Jason Thompson run those deeper routes.
Natkus looking over. Really got plenty of time. This time, there's Lottie. They got him over the middle. Down to the 46-yard line. Split right between Marine and Santino. Marcoli.
Santino Marchiol.
Man, oh man, I'm going to get it before the game's over with. Marchiol was there as well. It's not one where you want to read his name, though. He didn't want that. How about that? 33 yards to throw this time over to Lonnie. Did he make the catch? No. Could not hold on to it.
Well, that previous play was a reminder of football as a story, 4 quarters of it, where previous possession, Lottie was able to beat 2 different defenders. Very similar route. Decided to go to it again. Defenders in better position this time, but Lottie making a play, and of course, credit the toss by Connor Nankis.
2nd down and 10. Nankis just 4 completions, couple to Lottie, couple to Thompson, as we mentioned, 5 completions actually. Chapa also with a catch. Get an extra 5 on this one, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 5. They got the defense to jump here. Cougars got a little something going.
trying to put first points on the board. They were held to 7 against Regis in their lone loss. Otherwise, 35, 46, 34 in their games. On the other hand, Cherry Creek, they've got another quarter to go, looking for their second consecutive shutout.
That's right.
Their California trip, able to shut out that Grand Terrace squad.
That's right. Trying to bounce to the outside. That's Heron. Kyrie Heron with the carry. There's a flag in the backfield. Senior gets his first carry here tonight, but I don't know, it may go for naught. That flag is right at the 41-yard line. Towards the umpire faced. Up the wrong way if you're Cherokee Trail. It is indeed a hold. Well, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Procedure penalty made it 2nd and 5. It's now 2nd and 15. Seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. We're at the Stutler Bowl. A balmy night toward the end of September here. September 26th. We kickoff, it was 77 degrees here in Greenwood Village.
Still 71 degrees right now.
It's fine with me. I don't have a problem with it. I really don't. But when you're talking football, it's a little unusual. That's the end of the quarter. Well, we narrowed our list down a little bit for the next level athlete of the game. We got 3 of them at least on the list, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think we're sticking with Hall, Lyon. You gonna go with me and at least include him on the watch list?
No, I'm with you totally.
Okay,
I am
including
totally with you.
Marfizo, the defender, someone from the defense.
Yeah.
When you've got 0 on the board showing, someone from the defense needs to be on the watch list. I could group the front 4 together, but also impact plays by Marfizo, giving him credit.
Looking for some finals out there. Prairie View beat Thornton 41-2. That was probably at 5-star there. Wow. Doherty beat Castleview 28-14 tonight. Continental play.
Spartans still undefeated.
That's right. 5-0 now. Westminster got their 3rd win of the season. They beat Brighton 26-16 in Flatirons play. Mountain Range and Legacy matching up. Legacy wins that one 35-3. So Legacy above 500. They're at 3-2. Mentioned Pomona, they're 4-1 now, 34-3, the final over A West. Here we go, 4th quarter. Atkins hit as he throws, and it's picked off.
And a lot of room. This may go all the way. No, there's some good angle there. Oh, still alive.
Nick Long picked it off. 2nd interception of the game, 4th turnover by Cherokee Trail.
But you know who made that happen. John Van Dies put a shoulder pad right into the stomach of the quarterback. Another one of those cases that Nankis released the football with 2 feet off the ground.
Right, essentially. Yeah, give credit to the big boys up front for Cherry Creek. They're the ones that are getting it done here. Creek with the football at the Cherokee Trail 41-yard line now. 3rd time that they have started in CT's territory. Oh, Milo Hall, stretch play. Put him back into the backfield here and take that one down to near the 36-yard line.
4 turnovers created and collected by the Bruins defense, yielding merely 3 first downs. We're now here in the 4th quarter. 0 on the board, obviously the most important number.
Milo Hall, by the way, 21 carries, 126 yards tonight. Got a touchdown. And they're going to put him back in the backfield here. And guess who gets the football? Stepped away from a defender now, running down that right side. 2 guys to beat. Didn't split him, just waited for him to come to him and then spun forward for an extra 3 yards. So he takes it down to about the 24-yard line.
Well, credit Coach Logan and his staff. Good back management. Remember, we had those 1 or 2 series where lone back was DJ Luke. Just seemed to be the perfect timing. Now we get here to the 4th quarter where there's an opportunity after collecting that 4th turnover where the Bruins can really put it away to where outcome becomes really obvious.
Capless up under center. Trips to the left side of the field. That's the high side there. And they flip it to Luke. Makes one man miss. Trying to get outside and falls forward to about the 19-yard line.
That was the blitz machine. Michael Thielen in there. With Luke able to get away. Too much strength and balance from the big guy, 2-1.
Give him 5 there. DJ Luke, 12 carries, 46 yards.
Isn't that a perfect compliment?
Yeah. Averaging over 3 yards a carry. He's going to be your compliment guy, not all bad. Hauled out in the eye again, and he's got the football now as he spins forward down to about the 15-yard line. Anthony Pollard around there. As always, Hodges is there. But again, chewing up the yardage as he takes it down inside the 15, picks up 4.
Go back to a comment earlier in the first quarter where I was hyping up James Parker and his play along the line of scrimmage, saying just steady guy in his spots, makes the block. You won't see any pancakes. I'm wrong because he just laid a kid on his back.
Yeah. Long count and a quarterback sneak, but the flags fly here.
There's James Parker right there, 67, walking towards the left side of your monitor. I bring him up because offensively, during production call with Coach Logan, said, I got Hall, I got Luke, I got Parker. Who else? He named one guy.
That
was
the guy.
lineman, James Parker.
Wow.
I'm like, all right, now, I consider that an honor for the young man.
Ball back to the 20-yard line after the procedure penalty here. 3rd down and 6 coming up.
Of course, we also have to keep in mind Kevin Park, Bryce Blair, big boy Griffin Naiman and what they've done along that offensive line too.
Full house backfield. DJ Luke stepping forward to about the 15-yard line. Tackled down around the ankles by Anthony Holmes. Got that 5 yards back after the procedure penalty. Well, the Bruins in no hurry, that's for sure. 23-0 lead. Always a learning situation, and this is what they're doing here. It's how to milk the clock a little bit, but keep moving the chains. Full house in the backfield. Hall's got it now, and he's trapped. Guess who? Jeremiah Hodges. No, I take that back. Malcolm Burleson got his arms up around him to stop him on 4th and 1, and it's turned over on downs to Cherokee Trail.
You know, those kids on defense, you'd think 75% of other squads, they'd be just letting people through with all they've endured. Here they go make another stop. Resilient. Still a lot of football left to play in the 2014 season, and that will include the playoffs for that squad.
Yeah.
They're showing me something.
8:22 to go here in the contest. Cherokee Trail ready to go back to work. And again, you've got Wilbon in the backfield. Lottie is in the slot on the right side. Wilbon's got it. Tries to pick his way through and is going to be rudely shoved back. Zach Grotto got him high and ran him back about 5 yards. He got to the 16, so give him a yard.
You want to hear something from the oldest rivalry west of the Mississippi?
What's that?
The bell
Where's it
rings red.
Oh.
Pueblo Centennial victorious 35-26 over Pueblo Central down there at Dutch Clark Stadium.
Congratulations to them. Atkins looking to pass. Oh, nearly picked off.
Nice play on the ball, Mike Marine.
Boy, the senior jumped on that route. Almost got his fingertips on it to knock it away.
It's not even your sport. He's going to play Division I lacrosse.
Sure.
What are you doing?
He's just staying in shape.
Right. Got to get my reps, switch it up.
Wow. 3rd and 10 coming up here. If you love what you see, don't forget you can go to Stream It Sports Store and purchase a DVD or a Blu-ray copy today. From their own 16, 3rd and 10 now. Wilkins waits, and too wide for Lottie to get his hands on. Double covered, and not a bad throw that time. It's a little too much on it. You had to get it to the outside. Lottie couldn't get the fingertips out to it.
Another quick possession.
Yeah.
Repeatedly.
Boy. CT's had a lot of them. And Ryan Sullivan has had a lot of work hunting tonight. Be the next challenger to survive the dungeon. Elite personal trainers, Famey and Megan, going to put you to the test. The new Dungeon X competition classes. You can tweet hashtag I will survive to @60strength for more information. Nice snap. Sullivan will get this one away. That's a punt right there. Parker driving all the way back. He signaled a fair catch. Set it down just outside, right on the 41-yard line. And that's where Cherokee Creek will take over. Another 3 and out. And they've had short possessions where they've thrown interceptions too.
Yeah.
Second, third play of the drive, and suddenly turning the ball over. And that's not going to be a fun film to watch, certainly, for the coaches or for the players, but there are some things that can be learned here, some positive things out of this as well. The defense played much better here in the second half. They've only given up the field goal there. Look at Luke. Followed ahead into Cherokee Trail territory to the 49-yard line.
Good job, Nico Bryant, 48. Picking up a block in the backfield, allow Milo Hall to get around to that far side edge.
Gain of 10. His second 10-yard run. Those are his 2 longest of the game. Again, DJ Luke, the senior, is the backup to Milo Hall. And you've got a guy that's now carried the ball 14 times, 61 yards. Not a bad compliment there. Back it goes. Luke going to try to pick his way through there. Ran into his own guy. Still running downhill and takes it down inside the 45-yard line.
See that hop step? I think one of those D linemen, was that Hodges, got a stinger. Jeremiah Hodges.
Yeah.
I always call it burgers and ice baths. CT defenders, they definitely deserve that after this.
Yeah.
They have given all.
Michael Morris, by the way, on the tackle. 2nd and 6 now. And there's Luke again trying to pick his way through. Oof, got drilled straight on that time by Anthony Holmes. Actually drove the running back. He's got the hand up. He says, you know what? Need a little breather here. That was a bit of a shot that time. Only a gain of a yard, and brings up 3rd and 5.
Problem in terms of personnel makeup. The breather wears a 5 on his chest.
Yeah, that's the guy that started the game back there. Under 6 minutes to go. Kaplis back to pass. Hit as he throws. He was looking for Parker over here on the side, but boy, he had cranked that one up and ready to let that one go, and Zambrano was right there on him.
I think that was 9, Keelan Thompson, backside, engulfing the quarterback.
Oh, wait, you're right, it was Thompson. Now 4th and 5 here. Punt, maybe. Yeah. Haven't seen a lot of this from Cherokee Creek. They've been running their field goal kicker out there. That one may be a little bit too long. Fair catch taken inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line by KJ Sapp. He hasn't had a chance to return many. Well, a 4 and out forced by Cherokee Trail there. First down on the first run of the game of the possession by Luke, but then the defense stiffened up. And the Cougar fans still loud.
I'm trying to get a read on what they're excited about. I think they're just trying to jack up their offense.
Nope, you got a new quarterback in there. Blake Butler is in.
Okay, they're pumped about the second-string quarterback. Always popular.
And the throw, there's Lottie at the 15-yard line, knocked out at about the 17.
CT has popped the cork. Watch out. The kids love him.
Gain of 9. And again, Lottie with his third catch. Butler, looking for someplace to hide now, and the sack. Big 95, Jonathan Van Diesel got to him. Van Diest, that is. Back to the 11-yard line here. Well, you could see he stopped looking downfield, and he was looking for some place to go.
Coach didn't tell me this was coming.
Yeah. Just the second sack tonight by the Cherry Creek defense.
Oh, and look at the Bruins threatening the blitz.
Got the new guy in there. Let's bring everybody at him. Good job on the protection. Good coverage that time. Robertson got in there and knocked that one away from Ronnie Barfield.
It's just too much pressure coming the way.
That's a 50-50 ball there, too.
Right. Yeah, just had to get rid of it. You got a second-string quarterback in there. He's going to release that football immediately on primary target.
Yeah, that's not bad. He found the receiver that he needed, but again, that was going to be a 50-50 ball. Great job on protection. Gave him just enough time to get rid of it.
And I feel bad. Those first two plays, great shot. We couldn't tilt camera down. 8 of the CT defenders sitting on the bench, just looking exhausted, and here they're back up and they're going to have to get out there.
Yeah. Parker calling for the fair catch, and he will make it at about the 48-yard line.
Hello, update. Centennial League, Grandview 21, Eagle Crest 19, under 9 to play in the 4th.
Wow.
Columbine discovered some offense, 49-28, over a young but extremely talented Mullen squad. That is 8 minutes left in the 4th. Don't sleep on Mullen.
No.
Fennell's got a plan. He's got all freshmen and sophomores out there.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they show it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yes. What happens with.
But there's some talent out there.
Kaplis will stand at quarterback, and the option play. Whoop, ball on the ground, and CT's got it.
How about that?
That play was absolutely blown up. The new running back, Ashton Riley, actually, they had kind of run him out of the backfield to run that option there.
I knew it would be 58 coming out of that pile.
How about that?
Jeremiah Hodges going, you know what? I stopped looking at the scoreboard a while ago. I'm out here making plays. Put together a little demo tape. That was him driving through 2 offensive linemen.
Yeah, he blew the whole thing up.
Taking football away. Excellent play by Jeremiah Hodges.
Best field position that Cherokee Trail has started with all night at the Cherry Creek 44-yard line. Blake Butler's back in there, looking to pass, got some time over to the far side, caught there. That's Sapp. His first catch here tonight. Oh, are they bringing it back? No, did not make the catch, was out of bounds. 2nd and 10 coming up here. Thought he made the catch. A little too far wide. 4:19 to go in the game here.
6 turnovers now in the game.
Yep.
4 for Cherry Creek, collecting them. 2 CT.
Butler got his man. There's Sapp again. Run out of bounds over on the far side over there. Just short of the first down. Running him out. Markiel. Did I get it? Santino.
For Markiel. Santino Markiel.
I did it. Okay, I got it right.
Yeah.
Markiel.
And actually, even the manager said you can kind of roll that all together.
I'm sure he.
Markiel.
He gets that all the time. Gain of 6. 3rd and 4 coming up here for Butler and CT. Play action into the near side. Lottie's got it. Stayed on his feet. How about a little leap there? Headed to the end zone. Can they catch him? I don't know.
That's tight. I'd love to see that on replay. I thought he rolled on top of the defender.
I thought he did too. They're not going to give it to him. It's down to the 1-inch line.
Great play for Lottie, though. And how about Blake Butler engineering the offensive Cherokee Trail down the field?
37 yards on the pass and catch. 37 and a half. Let's give it, because wow.
Oh, I would love to see that on a highlight. We'll check our monitor here in the press suite at Stutler Bowl. Beautiful hop.
Down to the 1-yard line. Oh, I think knees were down.
Knees down and out of bounds.
Good call by the Zebras there. Handed off the right side. Did he get there? No.
Denial.
That's Kyrie Heron that got the handoff, trying to go off tackle on that right side.
Nick Pavlakis doing a nice job knifing through.
All right, 2nd and goal. This is the Bruin defense bowing the backs here, seeing if they can stop the goal line effort here. Butler got it and tackled in the backfield. Heron, guess who? Van Diest. Try to go laterally, not a good idea. Creek defense pretty fast.
4th quarter endurance for the big guy, 95, John Van Diest.
Just outside the 4-yard line, now 3rd and goal here. Boy, what do you know? It gives you some options here, particularly with Blake Butler, who has shown to be a pretty prolific passer here since he's come into the contest in the 4th quarter. That's what they're thinking right here. Now he's looking for some place to run, and he'll be caught at the 5-yard line. I guess you got him that time. David Imola.
Columbine up 56-28. Late in the 4th now over Mullen. 4 touchdowns by Austin Norton. Good kid. Had an opportunity to cross paths with him. Last year he made an amazing play.
2nd sack of the game, 3rd sack, excuse me, of the game for the Bruin defense. Now 4th and goal from the 6. They want 6. Heron on the hip of Butler. Low snap. Butler going to go to the corner here. Jump ball. And is there a flag?
Yes.
There is.
You got to swivel your head around, right? You watch football on TV.
Robert Wells, the intended receiver, but he was getting run right out of the back of the end zone.
Right. Good positioning, not a lot of contact, but defender never turned around.
And all he had to do was trip because that ball was thrown so high. Oh, wait a minute.
Are they going to call offensive interference for that?
Or say it's not offensive interference, really?
Okay.
Interesting.
Well, both your eyebrows.
You get a look at that, yeah. Okay. I thought he was getting run out of the end zone pretty good.
That's a tough call.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
and
receiver had his hand on the shoulder of the defender, but
you know what I mean.
And that's what I said. Then just eat it. Eat it.
No. Either way, timeout here. 2 minutes left to go in the contest. Hey, by the way, Colorado businesses, you can be a part of these broadcasts. Sponsorship opportunities are limited, so contact us to secure a spot in next week's broadcasts and for future games.
My understanding is about 4,000 people click in and view these games, and I think they appreciate the technical work.
Watching from not only around the metro area, I'm sure from around the state and around the nation, maybe even around the world.
I will say this. Each coach during the call, once I explained what we were doing, immediately wanted the link.
Well, sure.
Coach Thielen has a brother in South Dakota. So I got to get that to my brother. And then Coach Logan, so I want to get it to all my parents.
Oh, absolutely.
At first I went, your parent? Mom's going to be there. Yes,
yes,
you know
Mom
what?
will be there.
Coach Logan's mom may know more about football in this state. I don't care if you coached D1 or played it. His mother accompanies him to all these football games throughout these years.
Yeah. She knows like, whoop, bad snap. Uh-oh. How did that happen? Nonetheless, the Bruins will fall on top of it there. I think Luke fell on top of it. A loss of a couple, though.
You know, we are going to have to pull the trigger and choose a next level player of the game.
Yes, we are.
Are we going to go kicker? Are we going to go D? We're going to go with running back, who certainly had a very nice game.
Yeah, Milo Hall, 24 carries, 142 yards, and a touchdown here. He'll get the ball in the back of the end zone and fall forward. Uh-oh, ball's on the ground. Another scramble for it. Cougars think they've got it. Got to unpile him here.
If Hodges comes out with it, he's homecoming king automatically. No?
Creek ball.
So what do we think?
I'll tell you what. Henry Lyon, that 48-yard field goal was pretty impressive.
You want to go there?
Tack on a couple more. Yeah.
I'm not afraid.
I'm all right with the special teams guy getting it done.
Okay.
Or you could give it to the 5 guys up front for Cherry Creek, too.
Right.
But
how about this? We'll give Henry Lyon the TV love.
yeah.
New media broadcast, to be specific. And then I'll make sure I give some Twitter love to that line.
Perfect.
So Henry Lyon, the kicker for Cherry Creek, 23, a senior.
A run of 3.
3 field goals. Tack on 3 PATs.
Yeah. 12 points. 12 of the 23.
Right.
More than half the points for Cherry. Hey, you know what? Remember years ago when we were watching a Mullen Club that was coached by Dave Logan and did not have a kicker, missed every point after try. Obviously was not going to try a field goal. It cost them toward the end of the season that they couldn't put 3 points up on the board at some point.
The topic comes up as we progress through each and every season.
We've been talking about it for years here in the metro area, and certainly, but guess what? Most of the 5A teams, they got themselves a kicker. And Henry Lyon is a pretty good one for Cherry Creek.
Now, I don't know the background, but, you know, we've even leaned towards totally okay with finding that soccer kid.
Yeah.
He doesn't practice with you all week because he's playing for the soccer club. Have him show up under the Friday night lights.
Final play of the night. They may not have to snap this one. Nope. Didn't have to punt it as the play clock went 23-0, and Cherry Creek has gone back-to-back with their defense pitching shutouts. Creek will improve to 3-2 on the season. The Cougars fall to 3-2. More importantly, in the Centennial League, Creek's 1-0. And CT will go to 0-1 to start out the league season. All right, let's wrap things up here, and let me recap things for you. First of all, before we name our next level student here, but I'm going to give you some of the stats we talked about. Lottie, how about Isaiah Lottie for Cherokee Trail? 8 carries, 21 yards. He made 4 catches, though, for 73 yards unofficially. The big one, that 37-yard catch all the way down to the 1-yard line, but the Cougars could not punch it in, obviously. And Atkins, tough night, 4 for 12 through the air. Blake Butler got in there and ended up going 1 for 2 and found Lottie there for that long connection. The other side of things for Cherry Creek, Joe Kaplis, well, it wasn't a real efficient night through the air. He was 7 for 18, but he ended up hitting Joseph Parker for a touchdown. Parker with 4 catches, 54 yards. Jalen Jones, 2 catches for 24 yards. Milo Hall even made a catch for 13 yards. Hall did his damage on the ground, though. 25 carries unofficially for 144 yards for Milo Hall and a touchdown on top of that. DJ Luke with 18 carries and 67 yards unofficially there, but Well, our next level student athlete player of the game, that is Henry Lyon, the kicker, the senior kicker for the Bruins. 3 field goals, the longest coming in the first quarter from 48 yards. And scored 12 of the 23 points for Cherry Creek. Each week, a player of the game will receive a 1-year scholarship to the NLSA Game Plan high school program, helping high school students become the total balanced athlete. Let's see, Cherry Creek's got Overland next week, who had a tough one against Valor here tonight. Cherokee Trail, how's that? The 2 teams coming into tonight that were undefeated on the season. Guess who CT gets? He gets Blake Grandview. So it doesn't
Who
get
also
any
has
easier.
a nasty D, maybe components a little different, but you know Coach John Schultz and those Wolves year after year after year. Teams with speed, and they've got kids who will hit you.
Absolutely. Final thoughts on this one, Marty, as we wrap things up here. 23-0. Most of the points, 20 of those scored in the first half. Really more about milking the clock, I think, for Cherry Creek, but for CT, the defense looked a lot better in that second half.
Yeah, and you have to give credit, and I've done so throughout the second half, the love to guys like Hodges and the rest of that defensive crew doing a great job. They were out there for so long. You can see they're going to beat teams. It's going to happen. It's going to happen often offensively. Find a way to get a ball to Lottie, find a way to get a ball to Thompson, and a key would be give some space to quarterback Connor Nankes, and they'll be okay. For Cherry Creek, victory by design.
Yeah.
Run the ball effectively, take some balls away, and own it. And you own that pigskin throughout the football game and really had a nice, comfortable victory.
Good stuff here tonight. Jumping into the Centennial League. Our next broadcast actually tomorrow, and Marty's going to be at that one. They'll be up in Lafayette. Monarch in Fairview, 10 o'clock kickoff, so make sure you tune in here to Stream It Sports. You can find that tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, Monarch in Fairview. I'll be watching from the comfort of my home, by the way. Next week, Thursday, Stanley Lake and Denver South for you here. And on Friday, Mullen and Chatfield. That's the game of the week next week. The Chargers and the Mustangs matching up there on Friday. The final in this one, 23-0. As Cherry Creek beats Cherokee Trail in the Centennial League matchup. For Marty Cesario, I'm Cory Lopez. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We will see you next time right here on Stream It Sports.